Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. May 6th, it goes down. Middleweight / Canelo, super middleweight, whatever weight category this is, 164.5. Make sure you guys like this video and also subscribe to the channel. And that's Canelo Alvarez versus Fantastico Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Now, they kick off the press tour in Mexico City today. Golden Boy is streaming it. I have linked in the description. And if you want to watch it, make sure you guys click on that link in the description to watch the press conference in case you live in the United States or the UK or outside of Mexico and won't be attending live and want to see. I'm anxious to see some first impressions, to see how big Chavez Jr. looks next to Canelo. Canelo looks like he's in damn good shape. I've seen some recent pictures. He was with, I got the tiger. Nothing is over, just give me something to drink. Sylvester Stallone. And I seen his arrival in Mexico. I'll try to put the picture in this video. Chavez Jr. is in Mexico with his pops. And you know what? I'm looking forward to this fight. I've said it time and time again. Not the most meaningful fight. I mean, it's not even in a division. It's in Canelo weight. So you can't say it's the best person at 160. Can't say it's the guy who beats all 168 pounders because it's not in either of those divisions. It's a man-made weight. And that's Canelo weight at 164.5. But I do think this will be a big fight, a blockbuster fight. I might definitely try to get to Vegas for this. And it's for bragging rights for all of Mexico. The two biggest Mexican names that are active that I can think of, Canelo and Chavez Jr. It's been something that it didn't look like it was gonna happen. It honestly looked like they were like one fighter was, you know what I mean, Canelo post Mayweather. It seems like he's getting better and still getting respectable wins, and then Canelo was kind of teetering on the idea of moving to 160, but he said, I'll move when my body's ready. And then Chavez Jr. got stopped by Fonfara, was not looking good versus Reyes, and long layoffs and injuries, you know what I'm saying? So it didn't look like they would ever be able to fight. Like when they first were coming up to the ranks, it looked very, very realistic, but then over time it just looked like the fight probably couldn't happen, but somehow, some way we're getting it. Now, according to Chavez Jr. and his father, Canelo was the one who had a ton of demands that they had to give into, so it almost didn't happen, even though the two teams negotiated. According to the Chavez's, Canelo was extremely difficult. He runs the show, not Oscar De La Hoya, and he was like making little modifications and demands on what he wanted, and he wants the lion's share, 80-20. He wants his name first. He wants the weight dropped to 164.5. But yet and still, I still think it's a good fight. I've seen there's a lot of boxers and trainers and boxing personalities who are going both ways with it. You know what I mean? Bisexual, pause. They're going either way. And for that reason, it's going to be an interesting fight, because anytime, if it's a bad fight, then you'll see everyone's like no one's really giving Conor McGregor, aside from like diehard Conor fans, like, and the reason you could tell is a lot of their names it'd be like the notorious Conor McGregor lover, you know what I mean? That's the name, their username. So of course they're a diehard fan, but most realistic fans, I don't really see many people giving Conor a shot in boxing only rules. So you could tell when it's a fight that it should be a landslide or like it should be a clear favorite, but I haven't really seen that. Some people think Canelo's going to stop Chavez. Some people think he's going to just dominate him and blow him out, and Chavez Jr. is well past his best days and can't make weight and is going to be drained. But then some people are saying Chavez Jr., he's too big, too strong, and he really wants this. So nonetheless, I'm looking forward to it as a boxing fan. They're also trying to put Lucas Matisse on the card. The big thing is, who is he going to fight? I don't really, you know what? I wouldn't mind seeing that. I think is doable within the Golden Boy stable. I probably wouldn't mind Lucas Matisse versus Mauricio Herrera. I mean, Matisse's moving up to welterweight. I don't know what Mauricio Herrera, I think, just had the last fight. I don't know what weight it was at, but I wouldn't mind seeing something like that. I mean, and obviously I'm trying to be as realistic as possible, but I couldn't think of who Lucas Matisse can even fight. that would build excitement. You know what I mean? It would be nice to have gotten Curtis Stevens, David Lemieux on this card, but it's his own separate entity in March. So I don't know what they're going to do to the undercard, but the press tour kicks off in Mexico City. They're hitting Texas, they're hitting New York, they're hitting LA. So if you guys want to go, you can Google it, and they have all the dates and locations that are open to the public. But I'm curious to see how the fighters, what they have to say, quotes, and how they mesh and match up size-wise. That's what's really interesting to me. But I've been doing videos, man, and it looks like Chavez is taking it serious. It looks like he's in shape, and it looks like he's trying to keep his weight under control. Because I could show you pictures of where Chavez Jr. wasn't. And I think his brother fought. Omar Chavez fought in Mexico or something, and Chavez clearly looked like he was like 205. And he's tall. He's pretty tall too. But it looks like he's keeping his weight down, and I like that. And I like the new additions to his team, like the Nacho Beristain, no nonsense kind of guy. I don't think he's going to be putting up with makeshift workouts and not training and stuff. And just if you know anything about like culture and stuff, it's kind of a thing. You have to respect your elders. You know what I mean? Like Nacho's an OG, so I don't really see Chavez disrespecting him. But speaking of culture and cultural differences, this fight is getting a lot of, like, I see it on my Instagram page and stuff. Make sure you guys follow me at Boxingego. People are really being split. Like, a lot of the Mexican fans are split, and it's weird because it's like Chavez Jr. was born into money because his dad, you know what I'm saying? So he's always kind of came up in having money because his dad was rich and a famous boxer, you know what I mean? And Canelo actually is from Guadalajara, and he's not from a nice part, you know what I mean? He's from the barrio, he's from the hood. So it's funny because Canelo came up kind of poor, not having money, yet some people think he's the prima donna and he's the one. I don't know. I've heard little things. I don't know if it's true. I don't know. I don't want to throw dirt on his name, but I heard little things like he sees people he went to school with or knows when he comes back home, and he kind of acts like celebrity on him, acts Hollywood on him, like nah, I don't want to talk to him. You know what I mean? Like try to front on him. And it's funny because it looks like Chavez Jr. is the guy that's being embraced by the public in Mexico, and he's the guy who a lot of people thought he was spoon-fed and he was a guy who was living off his father's name. Meanwhile, Canelo came up the hard way, like, you know what I mean, through poverty, and like, you know what I mean, not necessarily spoon-fed or had rich parents or something like that, and started boxing at age 15. And some of the people aren't messing with him, but then some people are. So it's going to be interesting, but I do think the crowd is going to be split. Whether you're American, you're Mexican, you're from the UK, wherever, I think the crowd is really going to be split. Like, there's a good, when I went to Canelo Con, I was at the weigh-in and stuff, and it didn't really seem like there were that many Amir Khan fans with like the British flags and stuff, and there was a ton of Canelo fans. But I really see this being a pretty good crowd and a pretty split crowd, because you hear different things. Some people don't like Canelo's tactics. Virgil Hunter just spoke out on it. I just made a video about that. Shout out to the OG Virgil Hunter. Let me know what you guys think. Drop it in the comment section. Who you picking May 6th? Make sure you share the video, like the video. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.